You are welcome to the 36th of Copywriter Alex High Digital Income Skill 100 Days Masterclass of Copywriting. I am Alex. I am a copywriter, a psychologist, a PhD research candidate, and a business and organizational development consultant. If you need the consultancy services of a professional copywriter for your businesses, for your organizations, for your products and services, for your direct response copywriting, for your brand copywriting, for your SEO copywriting, for your technical copywriting, for your email copywriting, for your social media copywriting, for your sales page copywriting, for your product copywriting, for your creative copywriting, for your B2B business to business copywriting, for your B2C business to customer copywriting, for your thought leadership copywriting, for your website copywriting, for your video script copywriting. Do what? Contact me on this number 070-4499-4057, 4499-4057, and I'll be glad to write exponential and massive copy that will create serious conversion, revenue, and sales of your products and services and increase your profits and customer retention capacity in the shortest possible time. Today, we'll be handling a topic titled Using Storytelling to Connect with Your Audience in Copywriting. Using storytelling to connect with your audience in copywriting. Storytelling is one of the most powerful tools in copywriting because it can evoke emotions, build trust, and create lasting connections with your audience. By using storytelling, copywriters can transform a basic sales pitch into a compelling narrative that engage the reader, making them feel connected to the brand, products, or services. When done effectively, storytelling can differentiate your content into a crowded marketplace and inspire action. Storytelling is very, very important in copywriting. Why storytelling works in copywriting? Why does it work in copywriting? It's emotionally engaging. Number one, it's memorable. Number two, it's relatable. Number three, it builds trust. Number four, then number five is that it encourages action. Then let's go back to number one. Emotionally engaging stories naturally trigger emotional responses, which can be more persuasive than traditional facts or features. Then number two, memorable. Humans are wired to remember stories more easily than abstract information. A well-crafted story can stay with your audience long after they have read it. Then number three is relatable. People often see themselves in stories, especially when they reflect their changes or desires, making the content more relatable and compelling. Number four, it builds trust. A good story reflects the human side of a brand, making it more approachable and trustworthy. Number five is it encourages action. When a story is when a story resonates emotionally, it can motivate people to take action, whether it's making a purchase, signing up, or learning more about your product or services. Components of a good story in copywriting. Components of a good story in copywriting. To craft effective stories in copywriting, focus on the following components. One of the components is the character, another one is the conflict, another one is the resolution. Back to number one, the character. Your audience or the hero of the story. The character should be relatable and the story should address their needs, struggles, and aspiration. For the example of it, you read it up in my ebook. Number two, conflicts. The challenge or problem the character faces, which reflects the pain points your products or services can solve. Then number three is resolution. The solution your product or service provides positioning is as the key to overcoming the challenges. These things are very, very important. Then number four, transformation. How to how the character's life improves or changes after using your product or services, which highlights the benefits. These things helps to make the story more impactful. Types of stories in copywriting. There are different types of stories. One of the type of stories are customer success stories. Customer success story is also called case study. Another one is brand's origin story. brand origin story. Another one is hero's journey story. Another one is before after breach story. Let's go back to the number one, customer success story. These stories focus on how real customers have benefited from your product or services. Case studies build credibility and provide tangible proof of success. Example, how Sora's Logistics increased sales by 200% in just 6 months. The number two there is brand origin story. This type of story tells how your brand was founded, its mission, and the core values that drives your business. It humanizes your company and helps customers or consumers connect with your why. It helps you to connect with your consumers or the customers. For the examples, you read it up in my ebook. Then the number three there is the hero's journey story. The hero's journey is a storytelling framework where your customer or the brand faces adversity, overcomes it, and comes out victorious with the help of your products. That is it. The number four is before after breach, also known as BAB. This storytelling structure highlights the contrast between the customer's life before using your product, the positive changes after, and the breach your products that made it possible. These are kind of things that helps copies to sell. Then tips, another subheading. Tips for effective storytelling in copywriting. There are tips for effective storytelling. The number one tip there is know your audience. To connect, you need to understand who you are writing for. Use the story to tap into their emotion, dreams, and pain points. Then the second one there is number two is make it visual. Good stories evoke vivid imagery. Use descriptive language to paint a picture in the reader's mind. This will make the story feel real and engaging, you know. Then the number three there is keep it simple. Avoid unnecessary complexity. A simple, relatable story will always resonate better than a convoluted narrative focused on clarity. Then the number four there is insights. Include a call to action. Every story should end with a clear and compelling call to action, CTA. After taking your audience on a journey, guide them on what to do next. An example of it is join thousands of small business owners who have transformed their marketing. Start your free trial today. Then the number five there is be authentic. Authenticity builds trust. Make sure your stories reflect the genuine experiences of your brand or customers. Don't manufacture lies or unfounded stories that never existed. People have a way to find out about it. These are some examples of it for your copywriting. Now, in conclusion, in conclusion, there are examples of it in copywriting. In conclusion, storytelling in copywriting is about more than just crafting and engaging narratives. It's about forging a connection with your audience by using relatable characters, conflicts, resolutions, and transformations. You can create a story that resonates emotionally and motivates action. In the world of marketing, where attention is scarce, storytelling is one of the most effective ways to capture and maintain your audience focus. So, with storytelling, if you can connect with your customers or prospective clients or consumers, you are more likely to create massive conversions. People remember stories, people are emotional. When you tell them stories that affects or that resonates with their life experiences, they tend to want to listen to you, and that helps you to create conversions for your products, for your services, and for you to increase sales and retain your customers. So this is the end of this class, of this lecture. If you have questions, if you have comments, do well to comment on the comment section. Like, share, and comment on this video. If you need a copy of my ebook, do well to comment with copywriter Alex with a hashtag, and I'll send you a link that we use to download my ebook. For a more elaborate lecture, join my WhatsApp and Telegram community and groups where I teach copywriting in a more elaborate way. Thank you for listening. See you in the next class. I remain Alex.